Kirsche. I'm not even gonna try to say that name. I'm just gonna call her Kirsche. I really don't give a fuck. Kirsche and GamerSupps. What's the deal? Why are people mad at them? Let's just take a look at her Twitter. So first, she retweets Matt Walsh, who says that Black Lives Matter is dead, and she responds with this. What the fuck? She then claims she was just making fun of their facial expressions, which I think is bullshit. What an insufferable bitch. She also believes in the Great Replacement theory.
They're building like a 2.5 million pound mosque somewhere in like northern England that doesn't even have like a large Muslim population. And I was like, of course they are. Yeah, of course they are. I get increasingly angry when I see people who are just like, well, they're not doing anything illegal, so like you can't really be mad at them. It's like this is very clearly a hostile takeover. Like, we're experiencing it in the US via illegal immigration. They're experiencing it in the UK via, like, the migrant crisis nonsense and refugees, which, potato, basically the same fucking thing. And it's like, our politicians are assisting these people with both demographic replacement as well as just making citizens' lives worse in general. They're changing the entire culture of these countries. It might not be a hostile takeover like you see in war. There's no guns and battleships and bombs, but it is still a hostile takeover. It is still going to change these countries irreparably in the future. UK, it's almost all of Europe. I'm specifically speaking of the UK because of the mosque thing. We're noticing. And it's like, I made a tweet. I made a tweet talking about,
regardless of whether or not you agree with illegal immigration and stuff like that, can I just say that unless people are actively hunting down white people and lynching them en masse, there is no demographic replacement. That is just an excuse for you to hate minorities and be the piece of shit that you are. She's also transphobic and homophobic, so piece of shit person all around, really. Hey, do you love me? If so, you should check out my other content. I play games. I play games by myself or with friends. I live stream by myself or with friends. So, link is in the description. So yeah, after all this shit, GamerSupps, who she's partnered with, is refusing to even acknowledge this disgusting behavior, let alone condemn it. That's raising some eyebrows. But there's another serious issue here that needs to be acknowledged. Some of the people who are rallying against Kirsche have done things in the past that not everyone agrees with, mostly surrounding the Hogwarts Legacy drama and the Niji-Sanji terminations, and unfortunately, because of these past takes, when they present people with evidence and receipts, they react like this.
It's invented. I'm giving this absolutely no weight. Literally ignoring. Invented? Hell no.
No hate to the VTuber I just showed. She did reflect on her actions there, which is more than what other VTubers have done. But I did feel like it was a perfect example of an issue that not a lot of people are acknowledging. I think it's very irresponsible to ignore receipts over people's opinion on entirely irrelevant situations. Y'all will look at these people and go, "Nuh-uh, I don't like what you said years ago," and ignore evidence presented to you. She's a piece of shit. Since when was being a decent human a political stance? I guess that's two issues here. One is distrust over people's past opinions on entirely different situations, and the other is us still thinking that being a bigot is a matter of politics. It's not a political opinion, it's being a piece of shit. Now, before I end the video, people are also rallying against other content creators for being partnered with GamerSupps. Let's not do that. These people are under contract and that's a legal issue. In the future, though, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of content creators drop their asses. What the fuck? How many fucking tabs do you have open?